Hello, it's Graham Crawshaw from CASME. I'd like to follow up with some of the other videos that I've produced around COVID-19 following the panel discussion that we had with 150 of CASME members from around Europe and the US. And this took place last week. So we collected all of their inputs and have produced not only a report, but some slides to cover the key parts of the conversation. And I'd like to share a little bit of that with you just now. Payment terms has been a hot topic and great discussion around this. And it seems that companies fall into two camps, either actively extending payment terms, going from the standard agreed 45, 60 days up to 90, 120 days to help organizations' liquidity, or taking the view that suppliers need to be looked after and therefore payment made quicker to help those suppliers that may be more fragile or sensitive to all that's going on at the moment. The message is that procurement needs to continue to assist first, second, and maybe third tier suppliers to identify which are vulnerable and which may not survive after the crisis, and if necessary, provide support in terms of improved liquidity to help them become more stable and help them to survive. So we are seeing examples where advanced settlements of invoices are being made. Now, one of the challenges is that procurement can have this agenda to protect the suppliers, but equally is fighting instruction from internal, the CFO, for example, who is making it very clear that payment terms need to be extended. So it isn't necessarily consistent with what procurement would like to do and what finance would like to do. I'd then like to share with you some of the firefighting, some of the actions that CASME members said that they are addressing at the moment. And we expect this firefighting phase to continue right the way through from now, probably until the end of August. And the emphasis that we've seen is on a number of very specific contracts. So 60% of our members said that they are addressing their facilities contracts, in part reducing the scope of some contracts, although expanding or preparing additional cleaning for when organizations return to use their premises. Companies are looking at real estate utilization and also considering the ongoing working from home implications on facilities contracts. Personal protective equipment is being looked at 51% of CASME members, and that probably reflects those companies that use PPE within their business. There was a lot of sensitivity around this area, so we were able to only get a little bit of information about some of the activities that they're doing to actually progress and get the consistent supply of PPE that's required. Temporary labour is also an area that organisations are looking at, and specifically looking at perhaps reducing the workers that are currently employed or engaged through agencies. I've mentioned previously about air freight, and that continued to be a topic of debate as we've seen that cargo prices have gone up by an astronomical figure, tens, thousands of % increase, given the limited amount of space that's currently available on flights. And then finally, the recommendation to look at fuel, and specifically looking at ensuring that any fuel pricing that's linked to indices is validated and any adjustments are made. And if it's within your organization's culture, then perhaps now is a good time to consider hedging. So that's just a slight insight of some of the points that came from the panel discussion. If you'd like more information, then please contact your CASME representative. So thank you all, and I'll be doing another video when we report the findings of our specific category benchmarking that we've done around COVID-19. Thank you all. Goodbye.